Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome back to Showbiz Shadows, where we dive into the latest celebrity news and controversies that make headlines. Today, we're exploring a fascinating case of defamation and right of publicity that's got everyone talking. Fiona Harvey, a woman claiming to be the real-life Martha from Baby Reindeer, is suing Netflix for $170 million after accusing the streaming service of causing her intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligence, and violation of her right of publicity. But here's the thing, what happens if this case goes against her? Can she still sue the show's creator, Richard Gadd? To understand the implications, let's break it down. A federal judge has approved Harvey's defamation claim because Netflix labeled the series as a true story, which could have misled fans into believing the character's actions were accurate. But what if Netflix wins this legal battle? Can Fiona still pursue her case against Richard Gadd? According to former Showtime Network's general counsel, Rob Rosenberg, who founded Telluride Legal Strategies, if Harvey's case against Netflix fails, she could also sue Richard Gadd directly for defamation. For a defamation claim to be viable, Harvey would need to show that the series' portrayal of Martha was identifiable as her, contained false statements, and caused serious harm to her reputation. Rosenberg explains that while the show doesn't name her explicitly, similarities between Harvey and the character have led to public identification, which could satisfy the identification requirement in a defamation case. In the U.S., defamation claims by private individuals require proving that the defendant acted negligently in publishing false statements. However, this isn't just a U.S. issue. We're also looking at the UK laws here, as both Harvey and Gadd are based there. Rosenberg points out that in the UK, defamation law requires the claimant to show that the publication caused or is likely to cause serious harm to their reputation. Given the widespread viewership of Baby Reindeer and the public identification of Harvey as the inspiration for Martha, she could argue that these criteria are met. But what about Gadd's defenses? Rosenberg notes that he could invoke defenses such as truth, honest opinion, or publication on a matter of public interest to counter Harvey's claim. And then there's Kamran Dalachahi, an entertainment and defamation law attorney based in Los Angeles, who's weighing in on the case. Dalachahi says this lawsuit will center around whether viewers can reasonably identify Fiona Harvey as the person depicted in Baby Reindeer, and whether that depiction is false and defamatory. He notes that Netflix might argue it's a dramatized account with efforts made to anonymize the character, but if Harvey can prove that enough people connected her to the portrayal, and that the material was false and harmful, she may have a viable claim. However, Dalachahi also warns that $170 million is a very high ask, especially under U.S. law, where success would likely require proof of actual malice or punitive elements. But he sees an opportunity for Harvey to pursue Gadd personally in the UK, where defamation laws are more favorable to claimants and the free speech threshold is lower than in the U.S. So what's next for Fiona Harvey? If she loses this case against Netflix, but still believes she has a strong case against Richard Gadd, it's likely she'll consider pursuing him directly, especially in the UK forum, where the law may offer more protection for her reputation. As we wait to see how this case unfolds, one thing is certain. This is a battle that will continue to make headlines. That's all for today's episode of Showbiz Shadows. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more in-depth analysis of the latest celebrity news and controversies.